In this demonstration, we're looking at the app called OneDrive. OneDrive is where you'll store your files online. So instead of saving things in your P drive or in the S drive, or if it's your home computer, maybe your C drive, now you use the app called OneDrive. The advantage to this is that that puts all of your files in the cloud, which means you have access to them from any device that has internet connectivity. Um, to get to OneDrive, you have to log into Office 365, just like you do for all your applications. And when you do that, you can see these options here, OneDrive being here. You can also go to the app picker in the top left corner, and OneDrive will be in your selections here. When you open OneDrive, you'll see that your files appear. I'm using a generic student account for these demonstrations now, so I don't have too many files here. If you want to create a new file, you go to New, and you have the options of making a Word document, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, a notebook, which we'll talk about in the future, and a form, which is like a survey type tool using Excel. For now, we'll just create a Word document. Once the document's created, you can type in it just like you would any Word file. And a lot of the functionality in Word Online, which will be another demonstration in the near future, is very similar to the desktop version. Kind of the neat feature here, though, is that we're going to rename our document for storage purposes and organization purposes. You don't have to there's no save button. It automatically saves for you when you're in the cloud. And now we'll go back to OneDrive. And you'll see that our test document is in our OneDrive now. As you start using this more and more, this file list is going to get pretty long. So you're going to want to create folders just like you would in any hard drive where you're saving files. We'll call this one demonstrations, and we'll hit create. And now you can see our folder popped up here. Now we want to take this document and put it in there. So we select it, and then we go up to the top middle here, and we go move to. You see you have a lot of options that you can explore, but for now we'll just focus on this one. And then over here it says where do you want to move it? And so we're going to move it within our OneDrive, and we're going to move it to the demonstrations folder. And yes, we want to move it there. Now when you open demonstrations, our file's there. So that's kind of how you organize your OneDrive. It should be somewhat familiar to you if you've used other storage devices. Like it's not totally different and most of the same functionality. Again, with the biggest advantage being though that now you can access these from anywhere as long as you have access to the internet. The other thing that's going to happen from time to time is people are going to share documents with you. That's the other big advantage of the documents being online, is that you can share them with colleagues and collaborate on them. For now, we'll focus just on how to find a document that's been shared with you in OneDrive. So the first thing that will happen is that the document will appear in your email. So we're going to go to our Outlook email. I've shared a document for the purpose of this demonstration, so the email appears. I shared a document with the student account. Click on the email, and I can open the Word document. And there it is. Now I work on it, and I'm done. I close it, and I want to find it again. Well, I can always access it by going back to my email, but as this email gets pushed farther and farther down the list, that gets hard to find. So the best habit to get into is that documents that have been shared with me also appear in OneDrive. We open OneDrive, and over here where it says Files, these are the files that I've created. And in this tab will be the files that have been shared with me. And you can see that here's the file that was just shared with me. I hope you found this video helpful. If there's anything missing or confusing, please let me know. And we'll be on to the next video, which should be covering using Outlook.